Hello everyone! Welcome back to my channel. This is DJ Di Maliwat, and in this video, I will share with you why you should not buy MRI from your bank if you're buying a property and you will take out a loan. First and foremost, before we dig deep and pag-usapan natin yan, let us discuss what is MRI. Ano ba talaga yung MRI na nire-require sa'yo ng mga bank? Diba? MRI stands for Mortgage Redemption Insurance. It's a required insurance by lending institutions. Hindi lang bangko yung nag-require nito. Required nito sa Pag-ibig or kung umutang ka sa ibang mga financial institutions. Right? It is used to cover the mortgage in case of death of the borrower. Meaning, pag umutang ka ng pera, so syempre babayaran nila yung developer, yung nagtayo ng bahay, di ba? So fully paid na siya, magagamit mo na yung bahay, pero may utang ka sa bangko. Alright, so that's why kailangan mo ng MRI. Siyempre, natatakot si bank na in case of death, hindi na mabayaran ng family ng borrower. Kasi nga, kaya ka nga niya papautangin, ikaw meron kang capacity to pay. Diba? Mag-CCI sila, i-check nila if you can pay, so you will be approved. Ang problem kapag, let's say, yung asawa mo or anak mo yung magpapatuloy, baka hindi niya nakaya in case of death of the borrower. So gusto niya insured yung utang, kaya kailangan ng MRI. So yun yung main reason why MRI is really required by the financial institutions. Alam niyo ba na ang MRI is actually a form of term insurance? So term insurance lang din siya kasi kung kailan ka nagbayad, dun ka lang din insured. So it's a temporary life insurance. Yun yung term insurance. And it also acts like a car insurance. Diba sa kotse, required kang bumili ng insurance. Pag ganun din, pag inutang mo yung kotse mo, or even fully paid mo yan, gusto mong may insurance para something happens to the car, may pampagawa ulit, diba? Wala kang masyadong babayaran. So, ganun din. Pero pag hindi ka nagbayad for this year, pwede naman tuloy ang pagdadrive mo. Pero, kumbaga, pag may nangyari, wala kang pampagawa ulit or gagastos ka ulit, no, from your own pocket. So, ganoon din. Pag hindi ka nagbayad this year, hindi ka insured. So, the same thing with MRI and with term insurance. So, MRI is a form of term insurance. Now, in terms of premium, no, may mga different types tayo. But in general, no, pagdating sa term insurance, usually may dalawang klase ng term insurance in terms of premium. Ito yung level premium, meaning kung magkano yung babayaran mo this year, hanggang dulo ng term yun yung babayaran mo. Let's say 10 years yung term ng insurance na yan. So for the next 10 years, the same yung babayaran mo. Let's say 20,000 per year. Ganon. So meron din namang increasing premium. So meaning mas mura siya sa first year, hanggang pagdating ng 10th year, mas mahal na siya. Let's say you start with 10,000, magiging 11,000, 15,000, 20,000, 25,000, 30,000. Pwedeng mas mahal siya sa dulo versus the level premium if we're talking about the same coverage. Pagdating sa MRI, may ibang klaseng design kasi marami different types of designs yung term insurance. So for MRI, usually there's the level coverage, meaning mula year 1 hanggang year 10 or hanggang year 15, year 20, kung magkano yung insurance mo noon, let's say 1 million, hanggang year 20, 1 million ka pa rin covered. No, pag bumili ka ng ganong term insurance. Pero may mga term insurance na design specifically for MRIs na decreasing coverage. Meaning, dahil lumiliit yung utang mo as you pay, lumiliit yung mortgage mo, lumiliit din yung coverage. But usually, you're paying the same premium throughout your years. Right, so correct me if I'm wrong if you're a banker, but I've asked a lot of my friends in the bank as well, that MRI from the bank, from your bank, is usually, ganito, level premium, pare-pareho lang yung presyo ng premium niya. So, di ba, hindi nag-i-increase, so which is good. Pero, decreasing yung coverage. No? Meaning, kung 10 years to pay or 15 years to pay, on the last year, ang baba na lang ng utang mo, but you're still paying the same premium. So, may pros and cons siya. Maaring mas mura siya sa simula compared to other insurances. Pero towards the end, pareho rin yung binabayaran mo pero ang liit na ng coverage mo. So medyo challenging yon for that design. Right, so let me share with you in this illustration. For example, this is just a sample illustration. Wala akong pinagkuhanan na company nito. So let's say, nag-umutang ka ng property, ang loan mo is 3 million pesos. And let's say you're paying your MRI for 20,000 pesos per year. No, on year 1, may 3 million yung utang mo, and then years 5 in this illustration, 2.5 million na lang, and then pagdating ng year 10, kalahati na lang, 1.5 million. Pagdating ng year 15, last year na lang, 500,000 na lang siya. Diba? But still, you're paying 20,000 per year. So, ganun yung design ng MRI sa mga banks. Kapag naman, ang maganda naman sa MRI, in any type of MRI, in case of death of borrower, mortgage will be fully paid. So, wala ka ng utang. Diba? Kasi nga, yun yung problem eh. Ikaw yung may pambayad, ikaw yung may trabaho, baka hindi kayang bayaran ng family mo, or kung kaya man nilang bayaran, may dinagdag ka pang utang sa kanila, di ba? Masakit sa ulo yon. So, the only challenge is if you buy it from the bank, no excess insurance proceeds. Dahil nga lumiliit din ang coverage, walang sobra dyan, walang mapupunta to your beneficiary. The only thing that will go to your beneficiaries will be the title, the title of your property, kasi nga magiging fully paid na siya. Well, of course, kung may kailangang bayaran na title transfer, kasi there are some developers, I'm also in the real estate industry, kapag may mga binibili tayong property na hindi kasama dun sa price yung transfer of title, diba? So baka lang hindi pa na-transfer sa'yo yung title or yung release of mortgage, for example, meron ka pa rin gagastusin, no, kung nakautang ka ngayon sa bangko. So, by the way, pag nag-utang ka naman nga pala sa bank, i-transfer na yung title sa'yo, no, meron nga lang mortgage annotation sa likod. No? So, less expenses, right? But still, you still have to pay that to release the mortgage. Right? So, ano bang suggestion mo, DJ? My suggestion is this. You buy life insurance through your financial advisor and then assign your policy to the bank, making them as one of your beneficiaries. So, meaning, bibili ka ng separate life insurance, no? Pwedeng higher coverage than your loan. Ideally, equal or higher. Kung meron ka ng existing life insurance ngayon which is equal or higher to your mortgage amount, then pwede mo siyang gamitin. Pwede kang hindi na magbayad ng MRI. Sabi mo sa bangko mo, ayokong bayaran yung MRI from you, I just wanna assign my own policy. So if that's what you want, you have the right. Right? So, DJ, paano kapag sinabi, ayaw talaga ng bangko ko, no? So, well, I have a lot of different experiences. What I can say is, pwede mo ipaglaban yung right mo. Pag sa first year, yung mag-a-apply ka pala ng loan, ayaw talagang pumayag, sige, pwede, hayaan mo sa kanila, get the first year with them. But starting on the second year, wala na silang magagawa. Approve na yung loan, di ba? Nakatira ka na dun sa bahay mo. Hindi man nila pwedeng i-forfeit yun. Kasi pag pinorfeit nila, di sila makakasingil. Diba? Wala silang karapatan i-foreclosed yung property kasi nagbabayad ka eh. Magkahiwalay na contract yung MRI tsaka yung loan. So you can only pay the loan. No? You can choose to pay just the loan and then get an MRI elsewhere. Right? So that's what I'm suggesting for you to do. Buy a life insurance separately and then i-assign mo as your MRI doon sa property mo. I-assign mo as a beneficiary yung bank. One of the beneficiaries, kasi ang maganda dito, as the loan, the mortgage decreases, may sobra, kasi hindi lumiliit yung coverage, may sobrang pwedeng mapunta to your family. Right? So, ano itsura niya? For example, ito, let's say, with that illustration, mas mahal ng konti. Sabihin natin 25,000 per year. Possibly, mas mahal ng konti mo makukuha. Meantime, na mas mura pa rin. No? Na directly sa life insurance company, not through your bank. So let's just say mas mahal ng konti, 25,000 per year for the same 3 million na coverage. So at year 1, no, kung magkano yung loan mo, yun din yung coverage mo. But as you pay on year 5, kung 2.5 million na lang yung utang mo, at 3 million pa rin yung coverage mo, then there's an excess of 500,000. It will go to your beneficiaries in case something happens. Kung 1.5 million na lang at year 10, edi magiging 1.5 million in excess, and then, just say, on year 15, kung 15-year loan, last year na lang, may 500,000 ka na balance, di ba? Pero 3 million pa rin yung coverage mo. So, the 2.5 million goes to your family, excess pera nila for whatever, they need it. Because your income will stop if in case of death, di ba? They need to continue their lifestyle, hindi lang mabayaran yung bahay. Ganon. So, you're still paying the same premium, 25,000, but you're still having the same coverage, 3 million. So I think it's a more better proposition. So again, the excess coverage will go to your family. Yung total coverage, ibabawas lang yung loan balance, and then the excess goes to your family. So for example, kung 3 million yung coverage, yung loan mo 500,000 na lang, let's say at year 15, the 2.5 million goes to your family. Right? Ito yung excess from your insurance proceeds because you have a separate contract. You're paying here insurance 3 million, dito may utang ka 500,000 na lang. So 500,000 lang yung babayaran ng insurance company doon sa bank as one of your beneficiaries. And then the 2.5 million goes to your other beneficiaries, your wife, your husband, your kids, whoever that is, your parents, sino man yung nilagay mo dun sa insurance contract mo o insurance policy mo. Ito pa maganda, this is where it gets better. Kung bata ka pa at bumili ka ng 10-year ng property, 10 years to pay lang or 15 years to pay. Like ako, I always buy my property 10 years to pay lang. Bakit? Gusto ko siya matapos kaagad. After that, alam kong bibili pa ako. I wanna accumulate properties. Diba? So habang bata ako, gusto ko maraming properties eventually so that when I retire, I have properties na rental, diba? So yun. So it will augment my income when I do retire. So when you buy again, you can just use the same term insurance man yan, VUL or whole life, just continue paying it with the same premium. Hindi na yan magmamahal kasi nakuha mo yan nung mas bata ka, which is 10 or 15 years ago. Diba? So kunyari ako, I got my first property at age 24, right? So after 10 years, probably after that, at age 34, may 35 na ako. So fully paid ko na yun. Pero dahil yung premium ko, kinuha ko at age 24, right? Yun yung insurance ko at age 24 premium, mura pa siya with a high coverage. Yun yung maganda doon. So I can still use that same life insurance and assign it again to the next property that I will buy. Right? Granting that, of course, it's equal or higher to my loan. If hindi naman, buy another property and dalawa yung gawin mong MRI, pwede din yun. Right? So, that's what you can do. Right? Nakamura ka doon. Doon talaga, it gets exciting, nakamura ka doon. Because if you buy, let's say you buy another property after 10 years or 15 years, for sure, you will be charged higher. Mas mahal na yung MRI mo with the same coverage because of your age. Let's say me, 24, let's say 10 years after 34 na ako, or 15 years after 39 na ako, the premium will be computed based on my age. Dun na ulit kasi bago na siyang contract. So ganun ka-powerful if you buy a permanent insurance now, a VUL, or a term insurance now, continue paying it and assigning it on another property after your loan, no? Doon after mo mabayaran yung loan mo. Kung binayaran mo siya mas mabilis, well and good, buy another property. Diba? So it's really related to what we teach, what I teach personally, to really accumulate, grow your income, accumulate your assets so that you have a comfortable retirement. Probably earlier, you can retire earlier or be financially free. Right? So if you have questions, just message me in my Facebook page. For quotation requests, this is just what I need. Send me your full name, your birth date. This also matters, the occupation or country that you are in today. And then let me know how much coverage do you need for term insurance, MRI, or whatever life insurance policy that you would want. Magkano ba yan? 1 million, 3 million, 5 million, 10 million, whatever. Let me know. Send it to my Facebook page. Go ahead and visit my Facebook page. Just go to facebook.com/DJDimaliwatOfficial. Just send me a question and I will answer within 24 hours or as fast as I can. So with that, guys, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to hit like in this video and subscribe to my channel. See you again in my next video.